Title: The Curse of the Silver Moon. It was the night of the full moon, and the air was cold and still. Deep in the forest, Maya and her best friend Liam were walking home after a late picnic by the lake. The trees whispered in the wind, and the moonlight lit their path. Suddenly a low, mournful howl echoed through the woods. "What was that?" Maya asked, her voice trembling. "Probably just a wolf," Liam replied, though he didn't sound sure. They quickened their pace, but the howling grew louder and closer. Maya turned to Liam. "Do wolves usually get this close to people?" Liam shook his head. "Not this close." Then, out of the shadows, an old man appeared. He wore a long black cloak and had wild white hair. His eyes gleamed like the moon itself. "You two shouldn't be here," he said in a raspy voice. "Why not?" Maya asked, clutching Liam's arm. The old man leaned closer. "This forest is cursed. When the silver moon is full, the forest becomes dangerous. Go home now." Maya and Liam exchanged nervous glances but didn't argue. They thanked the man and hurried away, but as they walked, they noticed something strange. No matter how far they went, the trees looked the same. It was as if they were walking in circles. "This doesn't make sense," Liam said. "We should have reached the road by now." The howling returned, louder this time, and the bushes ahead rustled. "Liam, something's coming," Maya whispered. Out of the darkness, a creature leaped onto the path. It was like nothing they had ever seen, a massive wolf with glowing red eyes and silver fur that shimmered in the moonlight. Its growl was deep and menacing. "Run!" Liam shouted, grabbing Maya's hand. They bolted through the trees, the wolf chasing after them. Its paws thudded against the ground, getting closer and closer. Maya's heart raced as she stumbled over roots and rocks. Just when it seemed the wolf would catch them, they burst into a clearing. In the center stood an ancient stone altar, covered in strange symbols. The wolf stopped at the edge of the clearing, pacing back and forth as if it couldn't enter. "Why isn't it attacking us?" Maya asked, panting. Liam pointed to the altar. "It's like it's afraid of that." The old man's voice echoed in their minds. "The forest is cursed." Suddenly, Maya noticed something on the altar, a silver dagger glowing faintly in the moonlight. She reached for it, but as her fingers touched the handle, a voice boomed through the clearing. "Who dares disturb the curse of the silver moon?" A figure appeared in the shadows, cloaked in darkness. It was the old man, but now his eyes burned with the same red glow as the wolf's. "You shouldn't have come here," he said. "Now you belong to the forest." "What do you want from us?" Liam asked, standing in front of Maya protectively. "The curse must be fed," the old man said. "One of you must stay." Maya gripped the dagger tightly. "We're not staying," she said, her voice steady despite the fear in her chest. The man raised his arms, and the wolf howled again, stepping into the clearing. But as it did, the dagger in Maya's hand began to glow brighter. The wolf hesitated, snarling but backing away. "Liam, look," Maya said. "The dagger! It's hurting them!" Realizing the dagger was their only chance, Maya stepped forward and pointed it at the old man. "Let us go, or I'll use this." The man sneered. "You think you can break the curse? Many have tried and failed." But Maya didn't listen. She plunged the dagger into the altar. A blinding light filled the clearing, and the wolf howled in pain before disappearing into the shadows. The old man cried out, his body turning to mist and vanishing into the night. The forest fell silent. The trees no longer felt menacing, and the path ahead became clear. "It's over," Liam said, his voice filled with relief. Maya held the dagger tightly as they walked out of the forest, the full moon still shining above them. As they reached the road, she turned to Liam. "Do you think the curse is really gone?" Liam shrugged. "I don't know, but I do know one thing." "What's that?" Maya asked. "We're never going back into that forest again." They both laughed nervously and walked home, the memory of the cursed forest forever etched in their minds.